Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling the AWS Well-Architected Framework. You know, that document that can feel a little intimidating? Well, we're going to turn it into your essential blueprint for building amazing things in the cloud. Things that are resilient, efficient, and secure. All right, let's just dive right in with a question that I'm willing to bet hits close to home for a lot of you. You've built this incredible thing, but you get that nagging feeling in the back of your mind that one wrong move, one unexpected spike in traffic could bring the whole thing tumbling down. And these aren't just, made up fears. These are the real deal nightmares. Imagine getting a cloud bill that's 10 times what you budgeted for, or an investor getting cold feet because of a security issue. The source material calls these anti-patterns. Basically, common ways that projects just go completely off the rails because these kinds of risks weren't thought about from the get-go. But what if you had a guide, a kind of cheat sheet built from all the lessons AWS learned from thousands and thousands of customers, a way to help you dodge these nightmares and actually build with confidence? Well, that is exactly what the well-architected framework is all about. This blueprint analogy you see here, it is absolutely perfect. The framework isn't here to give you some cookie-cutter one-size-fits-all design. No way! Instead, it gives you the fundamental architectural principles you need to build something that's strong, efficient, secure, and ready for whatever you throw at it. Now, here's the most important thing to get straight. This is not some rigid set of rules that you have to follow, or else. Think of it more as a structured way to have a conversation about your architecture. It helps you see the trade-offs you're making, like, hey, maybe you're choosing to go fast now and you'll worry about cost later. It lets you make those calls with your eyes wide open, fully aware of the risks. Okay, so at the very heart of this whole framework are what they call the 6 pillars. Just think of them as the 6 big areas that you absolutely positively have to get right for any system you build in the cloud. Each pillar is really just asking a key question about your design. And to make this way easier to wrap your head around, we can group them into 3 simple goals: build strong, build smart, and build secure. First up, let's talk about building strong. That brings us to operational excellence and reliability. Operational excellence is all about your processes. How do you run your systems day to day? Are your deployments automated? Do you actually learn from things when they go wrong? And then reliability is that classic question. Does your app actually work when it's supposed to? And can it recover all by itself when something inevitably breaks? Next up, building smart. This is all about efficiency. Performance efficiency is asking, are you using the right tool for the job without wasting a bunch of computing power? And its best friend, cost optimization, makes sure you're delivering all that great business value without, going broke. And finally, we've got the total non-negotiables, building securely and responsibly. The security pillar, obviously, is about protecting your data and controlling who can access what. And then there's the newest pillar, sustainability, which is all about our environmental impact, pushing us to build cloud systems that are as energy efficient as they can possibly be. Okay, that was a lot of theory. Let's make this way less abstract. Let's just zoom in on one pillar, cost optimization. The core idea here is so simple but so powerful. Stop paying for stuff you aren't using. That's it. It's about getting away from just guessing and over-provisioning and moving to a model where your supply perfectly matches your demand. And as you can see here, this becomes a cycle, a continuous process. You're using tools to constantly monitor what's actually getting used. You have a process to find and shut down the stuff that's just sitting there wasting money. And then, the best part, you automate the whole scaling process so the system just adjusts itself in real time. It's an active feedback loop, not a one-and-done check. So you get the pillars. But how do you actually apply this stuff to your project? Well, the answer is a process that they call a well-architected review. And right away, let's just address the elephant in the room. When people hear the word review, they immediately think audit, right? They picture this stressful, finger-pointing nightmare. But the source material is crystal clear. The reality is the exact opposite. It's designed to be a lightweight, totally blam-free conversation. We're talking hours, not days. And its only purpose is to find risks and figure out how to get better together. And I just love how the framework's own documentation handles the most common excuse. When a team says, oh, we're just too busy for this, especially before a big launch, the framework flips the question. It's not about finding more work to do, it's about managing risk. Just like it says here, do you really want to go into that huge product launch without having any idea where the cracks in your architecture might be? So let's bring it all home. What's the big payoff here? Well, when you apply these principles, you directly tackle those cloud nightmares we started with. You turn them from these scary things that might happen into risks that you can actually manage. This table just lays it out perfectly. That crazy 10x bill, the cost optimization pillar is designed to fix that. Worried about scaring off investors with security gaps? The security pillar gives you a playbook to build a system you can actually stand behind. Terrified of a crash during a traffic spike? That's what the reliability and performance pillars are for. You can see there's a direct line from every major problem to a pillar-based solution. So, in the end, the well-architected framework, it's not just a technical checklist. It's a strategic tool. It's the blueprint that lets you move from just hoping your application will work to knowing it's built on a solid foundation. It gives you the clarity and the confidence you need to go build amazing things in the cloud. So your blueprint is ready. The only question left is, what will you build?